Okay, warm welcome to all of y'all for today's session. I'm really glad that y'all are here today, and it's a very important session that we are having today. The theme of the session is how to find your profitable niche digitally. So, this is a subject which is very difficult to apply in real life. Many times people get into the wrong niche and that affects their online business. So today's session is going to be like a GPS for us when we start our online business. uh, how important it is to select the right niche, and how can digital tools help us to select the right niche. And after that we are going to have a live Canva training. It will be done by Coach Sahil, and that will be after this session. Okay, so now let's go to the next slide. The first slide coming up. What are you going to learn in today's session? Okay, so these are some things that you're going to learn today in today's session. So how to find your right niche. Okay, so we are not only interested in learning how to find the right niche, we want to ensure that the niche that we select is profitable. And how can we actually find out whether our niche is going to be profitable before starting the online business. So that is what we are going to learn today. And we are going to see three steps now in this slide here. We need to confirm and research it will be profitable. So many times we find this step is ignored. An idea comes in the mind of an online entrepreneur, and he thinks that he has or she has the best idea in the world. So but why do you think it is important for us to confirm and research it will be profitable? Because if something goes wrong, or if we select the wrong niche, then what is going to happen is all the effort that we put in, all the time, all the money, all the resources, all the energy, and all the things that the hard work that we put in will get wasted, and we may end up discouraged. So how can we confirm and research whether it will be profitable? Well, this is going to be covered today. And how can we research the different markets that are there in the global space today? So this is also that we are going to see, and why it is important for us to search for a hungry market. What do you mean by a hungry market and a market with less supply? So these are some things that we are going to consider today in today's session. Okay, so last time we were speaking about a niche. What is a niche? So I was in simple words explaining to you that a niche market is a market that targets certain sector or demographic. So in other words, in a market, in a general market, in a broad market, a niche actually targets a specific individual or a specific market in that niche. It's a market in market, and we are only concerned with a particular type of demographic individuals, or you can say we are interested in a certain sector. So that is what niche means, and here an example, that's a general niche. But if we go little bit deeper, it is micro niche. So if we are only targeting the young single stay at home moms, probably this single moms are in a divorce or separated, so that goes into the depth of a micro niche. So are we clear on this terms? Any questions on the niche, the micro niche? Then only we can proceed further.
Sir,
Yeah.
if I am doing for students, should I fix any age?
Yes, see, usually age is a very important factor when it comes to selecting your niche. Okay, so maybe what type of students are you planning to target? Is it the high school, the primary students, the college going students? So each group has an age.
8 years to 18 years.
Pardon?
8 years to 18 years.
Okay, so you're going to target the primary students, the secondary students, and maybe even the college students. So you have actually three types of students that you are planning to target. So it will come under general niche. But if you are going to target only maybe the primary students, or you're going to target only the secondary students or the high school students or even the college students, if you're going to target only these people, that will come under micro niche. Okay, so when we are actually selecting a niche, we want to go to the micro niche. And why do we want to go to the micro niche? I'll go to the next slide and that will explain. Okay, so it says here, the more specific you get about who you are targeting, the easier it is to make money with the product. Okay, so if you are very specific with the people that you are targeting, if you're going to target only the primary students, or you're going to target only the secondary students, or you're going to target only the college students, then you are going to make money much easier. But if your niche is a general niche, you're targeting maybe the primary students, you're targeting the secondary students and also the college students, then it's going to be very difficult for you to make money. Are we getting this concept clear in our mind? Any questions? Any questions you have? Otherwise, then we go to the next. We go to the next point. Okay. So the question is, how can we find the right niche? Okay, I have got a message. 1 minute. Let me check. Okay, it's clear. Very good. We go to the next now slide. Advantage of finding your right niche. Okay. So how important it is to find the right niche, and if you find a right niche, how is that going to benefit you? So it says here, if that niche has products or services that are popular. So now say for example you are thinking of starting an online business. First and foremost thing that you need to do is to find out about a particular niche you are thinking of starting the business, and you need to find out whether there are already products and services in that particular niche. Say for example we were talking about students. So if you are for example thinking of starting some training sessions, are there already training sessions happening what you are thinking for the students? Are they already in the market? How good are they doing? So that is how you need to research your niche before actually jumping into the niche. What is another way for you to research the niche is, it says find out ads on social media, TV, books, magazines, newspapers, if there are certain ads or services in your particular niche. So if you have certain services and certain products already advertising in that particular niche that you are thinking of, then you are on the right track. Okay, so there is a demand, that's why the advertisement is taking place, and that's the reason you also will find a share of the marketplace. And the third way for us to find out the right niche is to use digital tools to find the right niche. So there are many digital tools that we are going to cover today, and if we use these digital tools, these digital tools can help us to find the right niche. So are there any questions before we go to the next slide? Okay, okay, I'm just checking the chat. Okay, very good, no questions. So we go to the next slide. So how do we know that your micro niche is going to be profitable? See, first and foremost is we need to find out what is going to be our niche. So there are the three tools that I have come across here which can help us to find the niche. One is the RF tool. Now I'll just show you this tool here, how to find basically the niche. 1 minute, I'll just share my screen. Go to this tool here. My internet is a little slow, so you'll have to be a little patient. Actually, the system has slowed down because I have downloaded a lot of softwares and apps. 1 minute. It's taking time. I kept it open. 1 minute. Sorry for this. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, so we got it here. Now this is a tool. It's a free keyword generator tool. Okay. So now, say for example, Leilu, you wanted to teach students, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, teach students. So just add this. What do you want to teach students?
Effective study methods and mindset.
Okay, so teach students. So just enter teach students here in this tool and just try to find the keywords. Okay, so now this tool will give you, okay, now this will give you the the keywords or even the questions. What is actually the market concerned as far as teaching the students is concerned? Okay, so if you see here down, you can teach students the first point, how to learn. Okay, you can teach students with dyslexia. You can also teach students with ADHD. It's a sickness. It's so you can be as specific as that. You can teach students how to read. So if you see here, the volume is not very much. If you see the volume here, it is not very much. It's just 250 inquiries that have come on 21st October. Okay, or maybe for dyslexia, 100 inquiries came on October 23rd. Okay, so the more down you go, the less inquiries. How to teach students vocabulary, there are just 20 inquiries. So what does this show basically is the demand is to teach students how to learn. Okay, many students, they do not know how to learn. So in one date, that is 21st October, which it was updated. So not one day, but you can say here in this data that they have given, there have been about 250 inquiries, okay, to teach students how to learn. But then if you go down here, say for example, we go down uh, to teach how to teach students to use words I use when I write, or how to teach students past and present tense in reading, there is only 0 to 10 inquiries. But the highest inquiries are basically in to teach students how to learn. So the volume is about 250. Okay, and there are 100 keywords. Now these are the 100 keywords that people are using to find information on Google and many other places. So if you see here, this information is taken from Google, it's taken from Bing, that is Microsoft search engine, it's taken from YouTube, it is also taken from Amazon. Okay, now for example, the suppose if I want to select, the niche for Leroy Ferron School, I've already selected online business. Okay, so if I type here online business, okay, and I just enter the keywords, okay, see here, can you see the difference here? There are 11,000 searches, you know, for just online business ideas. Online business, second, there are 10,000 searches compared to what students say. You wanted to teach students, so students, you have 100 to 50 inquiries, but here online business, there are about 11,000 inquiries. And if you keep on going down, the lowest one has about best online business courses has about 300 inquiries. So if you use such tools, you get an idea basically what is the market looking out for, and you can create the niche in your online business. So, so if see, if I take the online business, it's a generic term, it's a broad niche. But then if I select from here how to start an online business, so the slogan that Leroy Ferrand School has is to start your first online business. So there are about 7.5 thousand inquiries for that. So if I target all these people either using Facebook or maybe Google Ads, then you have many people coming to this school to learn how to start the first business. So see, my niche is very particular. It is only targeting people who want to start an online business. It's not targeting people who have already started their online business. So this is how you get. And KD, somebody had asked me what is KD. KD, I don't want to get into its keyword difficulty. You can get this information later. But the point is, why I'm using this tool is to help you all to define your niche, to make it micro niche. So if you are now, Leilu is talking about teaching students from primary, secondary and college students. Using this tool, she can be very specific. What type of student she's going to teach and what subject she's going to teach, she can make it very specific. So are we clear how to use this tool? It's RF's tool. It is basically a free tool, and you can use it to find out the niche and also define your niche, and also to find out whether it has a lot of demand in the market. Okay, so yes, good. So I'm getting feedback that it's clear. Okay, now there is another there's another tool here. This is also a very good tool. Okay, it's called Key Suggest. Okay, can you give me another niche that you're thinking of so we can use that? Okay, here I had actually used this lose weight. So anybody would like to give me a niche? We
Digital
can
marketing.
what?
Digital marketing.
Digital marketing. Okay, good. Sahil, digital marketing. So now we go to digital marketing, and now here you have worldwide, and you have also other countries. 1 minute, if it's okay, it's worldwide, it's showing. Okay, so we'll just click submit. Okay, and now let's see what is happening throughout the world about digital marketing. Okay, see the search volume in digital marketing, 1 lakh 20 no 12 lakhs of searches. Okay, so it's about 12 lakhs of searches. Online marketing 1 lakh. So from 12 lakhs it comes to 1 lakh. Digital marketing agency, it comes to another 1 lakh 10,000. Marketing agency 90,000. And then when we go down, so see, we go down here, best digital marketing company, it comes to 3,600. So this is how you get the idea what is actually running in the market. So digital marketing is a very big, you can say, ocean, you can say, of opportunities. Even if you start digital marketing and there are many more digital marketers, no problem, the demand is so huge, and through this tools you can basically find out what is happening in the market, and then you can choose your niche and you can define your niche. So are we clear with this, or any questions you have? And this is another tool which I felt is very important. It's called Google Trends. Again, I use the term lose weight. So how many people are searching for lose weight? Okay, micro niche. So this is in a day time. Say you take it for the past 12 months. Okay, so it will give you a trend, what is happening in the market. Okay, so this is the trend that is happening in the market. So people are searching, say you click here, interest over time. So where also people, Sikkim people are more concerned about their weight. Nagaland people are more concerned. Mizoram. So these are the places where people are concerned about their weight. Okay, this is the data of India. Say for example, you take 1 hour last okay, past day data. Let's see how many people searched about losing weight. Okay, say about 50 people, 25 to 50 people, and majority of the people are from Mizoram, that is the northeast area. So they are more concerned about losing weight. So see what happens basically is these tools which are there, they will tell you what is running in the market, what is in demand with the market. And once you use this free tools that are there, you'll get an idea how to select your niche. You can break down your niches into micro niches, as well as you can find out how much are people, what is the demand for this particular services. Good. Any questions you have? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, is it clear? This is a little bit difficult, but you'll get an idea basically how to use digital tools to find out the demand and supply in the market. So one thing we need to remember is these are just trends. Okay, these are just going to give you a sort of an idea what is happening. It is actually impossible to find out what is currently happening in the market, but through this digital tools you will come to realize what is the trend that is happening in the market. And here we have something like, you know, how to find the profitable niches. Okay, there are about 3 conditions mentioned here. If sites index is less than 100 times as large as the number search for it, it is going to be profitable. If it's 100 to 400 times as large, it is going to be less profitable. Then it says if it's 400 times or more as large, it's going to be much more difficult to profit. So I'll tell you, to start a business, it is very important to find out the indexes of these keywords. So if it is 100 times more than the people who are starting searching the actually the particular keyword, then there is more chances of you making money. Okay, but if it goes above, if the number is so big, it is 400, 500, 600 times, you have the results coming here on the Google search bar, then the money that you're going to earn drops. Okay, the profit drops because there are too many people, the supply is too much. So that is it in simple words. I don't want to complicate more things, but this is what it is in simple words. Okay, any questions you have? Riol, any questions? Sahil, any questions? Okay, so no question. So the point is, it's very clear now that see, the thing is, it's very important for us to select our niche, and this is very important. The tools that are provided here by the online world will help us to determine whether we want to, you know, go in for the online business that we have taught, or we do not want to go in. So this will give you hints, it will give you red flags. Very important it is for you to decide whether, you know, you have to actually go in for the online business, or you can change your niche. Because what happens basically is, if you select your niche and you try to enter into the online business without doing all this research and finding out the right niche, then you may end up not making money, and you may end up losing also a lot of money. So this is what today's session was all.